Well, good morning, my intrepid traders. It's me, Sahara, with FYI Sahara YouTube. Yesterday we put in some great bids and we made some great money. Let's go over and look at my trading station. And I hope you put the bids in that was demonstrated yesterday as great picks. Now, the trick is going to be to see if you could see the total. There were two totals. This was one the day before, and we went to focused on the Australian U.S. And then yesterday we did a only two currencies, the Canadian yen and the pound yen. So we were very yenny yesterday. It's good to be zen, and then other times it's good to be zen. And if you're lucky, you'll be yen zen. Happy. So let me look at what we did yesterday. See, looking for the total. So this is the suggestions that we put. We did actual bids online live because, as you know, as I explained the other day, I had stepped away from trading for about maybe 8 years. My husband had died and I needed just to chill out. So I came back, and lo and behold, on the internet, I saw so much nonsense. I couldn't believe it. So I felt inspired to share simple trading tools. You don't have to buy anything. I'm not going to share any pictures of me in my Learjet, or I'm not going to be throwing money up in the air, because what people are selling is dreams. You won't see them actually putting in live bids and showing actual live results. And if this goes away, that trading usually goes, you'll see it, me make good gains, and sometimes I crash and burn, and that's part of trading. This is the two currencies that we featured yesterday was the CAD yen and the pound yen, and we totaled out with $9,257, and that is on my trading station. So there's no hype. You don't have to buy any to do courses or the nonsense I saw. One was a young woman. You never see her make a trade except for once in a while. Usually she's like bouncing away around someplace going, I made $1,000. Look at me. And it's just, she doesn't tell you anything. She's clever, she's cute. You might subscribe, and because what she's selling is clicks. She might make money, be making money. She might not. I judge from her experience, probably not. What she's selling is clicks and dreams. You make money on YouTube when people click in. That's what they mean about going viral. So I don't know how many clicks I'm going to sell, but hopefully we're all going to learn something together. Right now, the only thing I have outstanding is Australian US. That takes me back to 3 days ago, where I put in suggestions for Australian US. And one thing I did, and yesterday with the yens taking off like they did, I would wait till my trading station got up to maybe $3,000, and I would close them all out and enter again. We might be doing that again today. Uh, the stock market has been volatile. Volatility breeds opportunity. However, volatility is just that. Um, and if any of you have ever been whitewater rafting on a rough river ride, that's volatility. It's fun, but what a ride. So let's look at what we started with the other day. There's one method I wanted to show you. It's just so much. It's actually fun, and you know what? If it's not fun, you tend not to do it. Um, The other thing I wanted to mention is I have a Facebook group called FYI Sahara YouTube, and I have been putting in daily input put-ins for bids, and usually I mean for you to do it at that time at that level at that currency rate. And the one thing I have an IG account, and I don't. It's not the greatest platform I've ever used. FXCM has the fanciest platform, but this has something that makes it worthwhile. It's not hasn't got all the fancy gizmos, but it lists all the currencies according to how popular they are. Okay, these are the major uh, currencies, and the interesting thing is, it shows you um, the most traded at the top, all the way down to the least traded. And what I found was that, and I didn't have this on my XFCM account. At least I don't think so. The platforms can be quite extensive. Um, if it's traded a lot by a lot of people, they've already done this research for you. Because before I go through and look at all the currencies, look how many there are. These are the major currency pairs, and these are the minor currency pairs. These are the Australian currency pairs, and so forth. Scandinavian, and it goes on from there. There's so many. So, uh, going to the major, these were your most traded pairs, and the first most traded pair is the pound US. And whether the market was very volatile this morning, I put in some bids and made $9,000, and it was on these major currencies: pound US, Euro US, Australian US, and it kind of ended as far as really share things around the Australian US. And U.S. dollar, of course, is very volatile right now because there's a lot going on in the U.S., to say the least. So let's take a look. So I'm not sure if they would be as full of good signals as they were this morning, because I made way too much money this morning. Okay, let me get the pound US here. Well, oh, this is a good buy right away. It's been like exhausting. It's like this all too good. Okay, let's go to a larger scale here. Okay, this is pound US. We want to go to the big picture. This is as as far away as this might seem. This is like going to Mars. I mean, it's so far away, but this is exciting here. What we have a trend going down, but it's very, very slight. This is a trend line I put in yesterday. But the thing that I always focus on is the MACD. This is my favorite indicator. My next favorite is the Bollinger Band. It doesn't come out too good on the camera, but the Bollinger Band is this shaded area here, and that's what I thought I'd do today. But the market was too busy to not be making trades. So what we're doing is looking at the weekly. As I mentioned, each candle is a week, so you're getting a big view. Okay. All right. This is good. This is the daily. The daily is also has a large time frame, and the pound US is flying up. The thing that lets you know that it has not found its ceiling yet is the MACD is still below. If you can see it, I think you can. The MACD is still below the horizon. I mean, the two lines that indicate where it's going. And when the blue line comes up above the red line, you want to be buying. And you see other good indicators here that the green indicators are above the MACD midline, and these are about to go up. So when you have everything, it's like having a big arrow that goes pointing up here. Now with a volatile pair like this, and it's just taken off, we're going to go down to a lower time frame, 4 hours. This is where every candle is a 4 hour time period. This is a good place to put in a bid. As a matter of fact, we should do that right now, and I'll explain in a minute. We're going to buy outright because baby needs a new pair of shoes, huh? So we go over to the trading. Let me see. Let me get the camera over here. We go over here to the trading where you put in, I want to trade, I want to buy, so I'll click on the buy. I want one lot, and I'm going to place the trade. I'll show you why I did that so quickly. Now, of course, there was so much of this going on this morning. All I did was click, trade, and the amount of money was fantastic. Really, I think I got up to $9,000. So I'm able to. That doesn't happen all the time. Trust me. There are plenty of times where you end up with a lemon meringue pie in your eye. So the reason I did this kind of quickly was that the MACD was pointing up. If you can see it, these are kind of fine lines down here. Sometimes I get it up so that here's the MACD. You see that in the 4 hour, everything's above the MACD midline, and the blue line is up above the red. It could go down a little bit. When you see the little green things go down a little bit, you're going to maybe have a drop in the price action. But no matter what, even if you buy it outright, you'll still make money on this. Let's go down to the 2 hour. This trading station is showing what I'm making. It's minus $10 at one lot to buy. Let's go to the 2 hour. I hope you can see that. Let's go to 2 hours. 2 hours is the one that really gives me my direction. Okay. Yeah, it's going to go down a little bit. So it's very good to put in a bid. Maybe, it's going up too. What goes up must come down, I guess. So I hope this is showing up with the MACD lines. And I hope you have a trading station open. And if you have a little experience, go ahead and do a live trading station. But you want to be on a demo for a good maybe 6 months to a year. Look at this. You see the blue line is just arching up, and it's going to go under the red line, which means down. However, when a currency is flying up, that can be very little. I mean, just go down just a little bit. So on a lower scale, we'll go down to maybe the 15-minute. You do not want to trade off of lower scales under 2 hours. Here, can you see? I think it's a lighting today. Now this is kind of good. When we get down to the 15-minute, you see with the little green candles on the histogram going up, and very slightly, it looks like the volatility has calmed down. The blue line is over the red. So on a smaller scale, it shows going up. But that's not where you want to be making your decisions. We made a decision back on the weekly when we saw it heading up in a very aggressive manner. You could put in a bid for here if you wanted. Buy it out, buy it outright, or put in a bid for about this is the Bollinger Band, and we want to go over that later on. Um, just below the midline, or right at the midline, actually is very good. It's not too much difference. It's about 10 pips under the asking price. This is 2550, and this is 2540. So let's put in a buy bid here, and please do it on your own personal trading station. So you click the order, and we're going to buy, and we're going to do it at let's see, 1.25 we said 40. Okay, so let's place that order. Let's see how we're doing over here on our positions that are open. Okay, we have one Australian US, and this has been making money since last week, just steady making money. And what I've been doing is, when it gets up to a certain amount, I close it and re-enter. That way, if the market turns, I have those profits in my pocket. I might have lost money when the currency turned, but I have the money in my pocket. So let's go and see what else is cool to do. We did pound US, Australian US. So we're going to go over here. Let's see. In this particular trading station, they're all kind of the same. They'll show the major currencies, the minor currencies, and then there's all kinds of like exotic currencies, and they're usually little countries somewhere, and they can be good, but you can't overwhelm yourself. So let's go to the major currencies, and I love this feature of showing the most active ones, because if they don't have it showing like that, you've got to go through all these and analyze them. That can take like a half a day. Or they've already done this for us. Let's look at the Euro US. This is the most popular currency to trade, by the way. And as you may know, I explained in one of the YouTubes that the way it works is, when the euros are first on the pair, and the US is on the second of the pair, and when the euro is going up, the pair goes up. When the euro is going down, the pair goes down. This is like the little engine. So let's go to our workspace, see how it's doing. Look, first of all, you want to be sure to look at the overall trend. Like, this is the 15 minutes. Not going to tell you anything. Oh, it went up to 2 hours. Now, this will tell you something. This is my favorite place to do trades. And what we have here is, it's not quite as volatile as it was. You're going to see the currency steady going up. This is a indicator from last week that on the weekly it's going up, and that line would ascend to here. And you're seeing that when it's going up, the MACD is not quite reflecting that extreme upward turn, because the pair is so aggressive. But you don't want to sell when it's going down. Things are below the histogram. The blue line is below the red line. You want to find a place where you've got the blue line over the histogram, and the the green indicators up. This all says up to me. However, I'm not happy about the direction of the MACD. It looks like it wants to go down under the pair, which in this case wouldn't really be bad, because this is very positive. Let me move this up here. What you've got is it's gone up, then a little down, up, and a little down. Of course, the up guys are winning. The bulls are winning with this, but that is click down just a little bit. You can place a trade here. This is 1169, and it down from 1185. So you can pretty much count on it going up. Let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour tells us is an indicator. This is like the basement. This is where things are cooking, but you don't want to bet on it yet. This is good. Once again, you have the blue line wanting to go under the red line. I think you can see it okay over here. And right here you have a little red indicator. This might have gone down as far as it's going to go. I think one more candle up, and we want to put in a bid because it's just going up. Let's go to even lower. The lower you go, you're getting into, it's like the subway of trading. It shows where things are going, or they're just percolating. Let's see. Let's go. So I might have to wait till tomorrow to show you the cool thing with the Bollinger Bands. Let's go down to 15 minutes. What are we going to have here? Oh, look, upturn. Like I said, this is not the place where you want to do your bidding. It's just showing future trends, and it hasn't become real yet, but it's going up. Look at this. See, when it's going down, it's not really down. This has been a long arch. Here, we would say down, but this has not really pushed the currency down. But it's at the bottom of this line that the currency pair has formed. Let me go here. Oops, my line got off. Okay, so should be down a little bit. Let me see if I can do it again. Okay, that's a little better. So you're seeing that even though this MACD has been going down, which would be a sell, when it's up high like this, you sell immediately. But this is on the lower levels. It's just giving you an indication of things that are coming. If you think of a whip, when you first slap that whip, that it acts like a wave that travels down to the tip of the whip. So you might slap your whip down, but the tip of the whip will go up. It's like that in nature, even with a wave. So it undulates. So let's turn in a bid here. This is a safe place to be. You don't want to make your decisions here, though. Like, you don't want to look at a 15-minute and go, oh, I'm buying. You'd be really sorry. So let's trade. Let me get the... Okay, let's trade here. And let's turn in a bid, and this bid pretty much does it. No. Buy. Want to buy. Place trade. This might be a little slow for the rest of the day. It was really moving around quickly uh, earlier. Okay, let's go back to our major pairs. The most popular, I think the next is the Australian US. And this is starting to peter out as far as a clear direction. So it's looking like the top two are the most active or volatile, and therefore the most traded. So other people put in the just by bidding alone, they have made like a vote. This is the most popular. So let's look at the Australian U.S. We have this on our trade station already. Okay. Oh, it's going up. Yay. Okay. Let's go over to Australian US Daily. Oh, this is like your dream come true. Unfortunately, the dream is just about to break. I got it earlier. I got it at like last Friday, and I started bidding this, and it went up, 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 up. It might have reached its limit. Let's look at the, this is daily, and you can see this trend line right here. It is a channel up. Now the MACD doesn't look very active here. It looks kind of weak. But there it is going up. You can see that little blue line wanting to go up above. So looks like, oh look, we've just made $132. This is an active trading station and open positions. So $132. If you can see it over here on the Australian US, $132. On the pound US, minus $7. And here we have minus $3. Oh, zero with Euro US. So it's kind of getting busy. So let's go look at Australian friends. Going down under. So these are things you can do right now. I'm going to put these three currencies on FYI Sahara YouTube. It's a Facebook group. If you're on Facebook, look under groups, look under FYI Sahara YouTube, and you're going to see the picks of the day. But I'm not just throwing it out there with maybe you can do this and maybe you can do that. I'm putting in the real deal, because I wouldn't be doing this if I hadn't seen the phony stuff going on, like, well, it's everywhere in our world. So we're going to look at the Australian US. My problem is this is the 2 hour, my favorite. Like I said, this is a lovely little arch on the MACD. The blue is kind of pipping up over the red. Everything's saying please buy. However, this might, since I started this particular currency pair last Friday, that it may have reached its pip, because this is a channel. See, if you can buy here and sell here, you're good. So it looks like it's advantageous to put in a bid that would, looks like I've got one here, a bid right at this range already. Maybe we can move it up a little bit. Let's go to a smaller time frame. Still not bad. Even on a lower time frame, it's doing good. It's going to go down a tiny bit. And you know what? With the way this is going, you can go ahead and bid it right here. And you can put in an order and also buy it. So let's go to the buy section. And we're going to just buy it like it is. Nope. We're going to go here. Go to the trade section. Click buy, place order. See how easy it is to spend your money? So it's pretty easy. Just click it buy. I found that out when I'm looking at pretty clothes online. Just click and buy. It's like magic. So we've got, we could put in a bid a little down, but it's not going to go down too much. This is kind of a straight. The problem with this is it's obviously a straight ticket up until it decides to go down. And when the market's volatile, it can go wham the other way, like many things. Um, on the 30 minutes, it's trying to go down a little bit, if you can see that. uh, 15 minutes, but this is kind of petering out a little bit. Oh well. Um, well, I do want to finish this up. Like I said, this trading station is like okay, but I like the FSCM trading station, but it's got this one feature. It's good to try out different trading stations. Okay, 15 minutes. Um, it's kind of, I mean, all right. It's going down. It's going down, but it's going up. This is an extremely positive scenario. On the lower levels, you're going to see it going up and down, but not in the extremes that it's really showing in the real life version. So this is like technically going down, but it's not. You look at it, it's still going up. That happens in the lower levels of the trading stations. It will not exactly mirror the currency. It shows that it's going down, and when it's going up, but it's still not an exact mirror. When you go to the higher levels, like a daily or 4 hour, it's going to reflect more the currency movement and the pair. Now it looks like it wants to go down a little bit. This is not a huge downer. It's like so down. Um, and because it's going down a little bit, our trade on this, we were making $100 on this. Now it's gone down to $53. It looked like, oh, my mistake. Yeah, $30. So it's going down. That's why when I was making all that money yesterday and today, when I got to a certain level, because you're dealing with something pretty volatile that can turn at any moment. I sell them out and re-enter, and that, like I said, that puts the money in my pocket. No matter what the market does, I could win, I could lose, but I already won. It's like maybe it's like walking away from the blackjack table. So let's turn, because this is. I'm going to go to the 30-minute, 15-minute. So the MACD is kind of almost an invalid a signal thing right now. And we're going to put a bid here. It's going for 0.6893. And we're not going to go much lower than that. Uh, it's almost a waste of time. 0.6885, no big deal. That's not very much, but it's going to continue. It's only an exercise in bidding because that's not very much. Now you're going to see if you let's look at the position. It's already lost money because it's turning down. So looking at the Australian US, and it's barely holding its own. Let me see if you can see this. It's barely holding its own over here, if you can see it, at $21. So that's the way it's going to be for a while. We're not going to bother to put in a trade because it's going to fluctuate and it's not really going to do anything. You can actually put in another trade to buy it. So these are pairs, and I'm going to put them into the FYI Sahara YouTube, and come visit me on Facebook in the group called FYI Sahara YouTube, and I'll put these sell and buy signals, and like I said, if you saw what I was doing earlier this morning, let's see. Let's see if the number pops up. I just didn't have time to make a YouTube because things are moving so quickly. Okay, let's see if you can see this. I think. If you can see it. No, you can't. Oh, here it is. You can barely see it. I know how to make this better. Hold on. Well, you might not be able to see it. I cannot move this trading station over, um, but I showed it to you on the opening shot. Just won't show up over here. It's not going to show. I was able to do it when we first started this YouTube. Let's see. There you go. This is exactly what we saw on the trading station on $9,257. So things are moving so quickly, and you can see where I would make, say, like $988. I'd sell it out right away and rebuy it. This is looks like $909. And so I would do that, and I ended up with $9,257. And so now the trading day is slowing down until Australia and the Japanese open up around, gosh, I think they open up around midnight. I can't remember. And the UK opens up around 8 p.m. It depends what time zone you're in. So things are going to be kind of sleepy for a while. But it gave me time to show you this. Put those bids in for your own knowledge and try it yourself. And happy trading to you, my dear intrepid traders.